Welcome to the Unasked Question, a microdose podcast where I share thoughts about my thoughts and perhaps your thoughts. I'm the host. Let's dive in. The power of patience. How patient are you to see your passions pull through? This is a personal story for me, a personal journey for me that relates in so many different ways, whether it has to be within your business or within your life. And I'm going to take it more on the personal side because I have a son who plays high performance sports. And in his sport, he is in a new situation where he is forced to learn a new system, play under a new coach, and have a new trainer. And he is one of these type of children who, when they have to make adjustments, it takes them a while for them to feel comfortable, for them to feel accepted, for them to learn the process. But once he is able to do that, he really thrives. And as a parent who has a different mindset of this go-getter, this person who just attacks things automatically, who absorbs things automatically, I put the expectation on him to be able to do the same. And sometimes that can cause friction with our father-son relationship, and it can also cause friction between me and my wife because she sees that I lack the patience in him so that he can fulfill his passions through the power of patience. And I have this whole thing with the 1 year theory, is what I would like to call it, of anything that you start, you should give it 1 year to see the process be fulfilled. And how many of us have been in a situation where you're starting a new job? Maybe you're taking on a weight loss journey. Maybe you are doing something that is different and uncomfortable in your life. You're starting a new business. And the moment you find any friction, or the minute you feel uncomfortable, or something is happening that is out of the norm for you, you are ready to jump ship and switch the process. And we fall victim to this. And I always like to give this as a weight loss comparison because, it is like when you're trying to lose weight and you step on the scale for the first time and you have this expectation of 5 pounds, 10 pounds lost, and you may only see one, and you get frustrated. And automatically in your mind, you start to shift and start to think that this process is not working. Maybe I need to do something else. Maybe I need to shift my diet. Maybe I need to change my workouts, rather than seeing the process through and believing in the process that at some point, as long as you're putting in the work, as long as you are seeing it through, that you will be successful and see the other end. And I highly suggest that anyone listening to this will implement the 1 year theory. If you are at a point in your life where you are struggling to find success, or you're starting a new process in your life, give it 1 year. Give it 1 year to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to dedicate everything in this next year, fall in love with the process, and be able to see the outcome on the end. And then I can make adjustments. That is what I would like to bestow on you today. And hopefully you can see it through.
How patient am I with my passion? The answer is in the question. What question are you not asking yourself? Until next time, embrace the journey.